Are you clear? So basically, that is a method. How to define a method? Now the question arises here is how to define a method. Uh, uh, Look at the syntax, guys. This is the syntax to define a method. So, guys, have a look on that. If you just observe it. Yeah. Um, okay, guys. If you look at that, how to define a method, there is a syntax to define a method. How do you define a method? Have a look. Modifiers, void or type, name, parameter list. And that contains a set of statements or logic. Next, if you have a look on that, if you just have a look on that one, what are modifiers? Look at this, guys. Modifiers. What are modifiers? These are some special keywords, actually. Modifiers are some special keywords, like what? Watch them. Public, internal, protected, static, virtual, abstract, override, sealed, partial. All these are the keywords. Various keywords are there here. I will talk about each and every keyword and how to use it. But basically, if you look at them, they're optional. They're optional. So every keyword I listed you, I will explain you in detail. Next, void or type. What is that void or type? See, already we discussed like methods are two types: value returning, non-value returning. Value returning, non-value returning. So void indicates what? Tell me, guys. Void indicates what? Non-value returning. Void indicates the method is a non-value returning. So if you want to define a method as non-value returning, you're required to use void there. And the void indicates the method is non-value returning. No, no, no. I want the method to return a value. I want a method to return a value. Return a value means what type of value? Any type, na, a string type or a double type or a float type. So if you want to return a value, you're required to specify the type of the value. You're required to specify the type of the value. Read this, guys. Understood? Now look, guys. Look at this. Examples of non-value returning and examples of we already use them. Clear write line or non-value returning. Read line is a value returning method. Read line return type is string. Do you remember? Okay. Next. Read that note. Read that note once. Okay, now. So the return type need not be always a predefined type here. It can also be user defined type also. Okay. Fine. Next. What next? Name. Name. Name refers to the name of the method here for identification. Read that. Okay. Next. Parameter list. What is parameter list? Read it. Uh, Do you guys understand that basically um, parameters, we define parameters to a method to make the method dynamic. We define parameters to a method to make the method dynamic. And these parameters of a method, why I'm saying dynamic is, see, we used a method called getLength method, remember? The getLength method, a single method, is going to return you both the rows and columns. And the differentiation is done just with the help of the parameter there. Means if I pass 0, you will be getting the number of rows, and if I pass 1, you will be getting the number of columns. Did you understand me, guys? The method is same. 0 will give you a number of rows and 1 will give you a number of columns. Okay. So that's what. And How do you pass parameters to a method means there is the syntax to pass parameters to a method. We'll see. We'll see that in detail, passing parameters to a method. But there is a syntax to pass parameters to a method. We'll talk about this much more in detail. Okay. Basically, methods are divided into four categorizations, guys. Methods are divided into four categorizations. What are the four categorizations means? First one. Um, yeah. Um, Methods are four categorizations like this. Non-value returning methods without any parameter, non-value returning method with parameter, value returning methods without any parameter, value returning method with parameter. Okay. So like this, we're just going to have four different types of methods with parameters. Now, let me tell you one example of each. See, guys, I'm writing a method like this. Guys, can you guess the output? What is it going to do? What the method is going to do? The method, what the method does, it will print you 5 table. Perfect, Ram. It is going to print you the 5 table, yeah. It's going to print you the multiplication table of 5. Okay. So it is going to print you the multiplication table of 5. Now, tell me one thing. This method, whenever I call, it will print me the multiplication table of 5 only. Am I right? So this method, I feel like this method is static in behavior. Did you catch my point? This method is static in behavior. Why? Because n number of times you call, it will print you the multiplication table of 5 only. So that's why this method is static in behavior. Okay, now? I want to make it dynamic. What is that? Um, see what I'm doing now? I'm writing a method called test2 index. Now tell me, the second method will print me the multiplication table of 5 or the multiplication table of the number what I passed to the text. It is going to print me the multiplication table of 5 or the multiplication of the number what I passed to the x. See, tomorrow for this x, if I pass 8, it will print me the multiplication table of 8. So this method is static or dynamic? This is dynamic in behavior. Okay. So understood the point here? Parameter of a method will make your method dynamic. A parameter to a method is going to make the method dynamic. So this is a parameter, and this particular parameter is going to make your particular method dynamic actually. Okay. So if you just understand that, in this case, the parameter of your particular method, what I'm passing here, will make your method dynamic. And you see now, this is a non-value returning method without parameter, and this is a non-value returning method with parameters. We have a parameter, where x is the parameter. Are you guys clear between these two? I still want to do one more thing, guys. I'm passing into UB. I'm passing another parameter, and I will just use here UB. So now it will print the multiplication table of the number up to 10. It will print the multiplication table of the number up to the specified limiter. Suppose if I pass 6, 12, if I pass 6, 12, guys, listen. If I pass 6 here and if I comma 12 here, it will print me the multiplication table of 6 from 1 to 12. If I say 7, 15, it will print the multiplication table of 7 from 1 to 15. Understood? These parameters are making your particular method dynamic. Okay? A third example. Watch. Public string test3. String str is equals to hello world. I have a string like this. I want to convert the string into uppercase. Str is equals to str dot to upper. Okay, str dot to upper, and I'll say return str. See, what this method is doing, The method is converting the hello world into uppercase and returning. The method is converting the hello world into uppercase and returning it. Yeah, what string? Hello world. It is converting a hello world into uppercase and returning. Tell me, it is static or dynamic? Static. This method is also static in behavior. I want to make it dynamic. How do you write? Public string test for string str str dot to upper and return str. Now tell me, it will convert hello world into uppercase or given string into uppercase? So this is static, this is dynamic. Dynamic. See now, methods are 4 types. Non-value returning method without parameters, non-value returning method with parameters, non-value returning method without any value returning without any parameter, and value returning with parameter. And when parameters are there, the methods are dynamic. Are you getting me? When parameters are there, the methods are dynamic. Okay. So like this, the methods are just going to be divided into 4 different categorizations like this, 4 different categorizations of the methods. Now answer my question, guys. Where should I define the methods? Where should I define methods? Inside a class. Perfect. Why? Why? Inside a class is a perfect answer. Why? Not like encapsulation. Encapsulation, that's all. Not like encapsulation. Encapsulation. Where the rule of encapsulation is telling you everything should be defined inside a class. Okay, so we need to define these particular methods inside a class. So guys, observe. What am I doing? Let me open Visual Studio. Create a new project. Select what? Console application. Yeah. We just messed up this one. Last time I did not update it. Once you click on the create new project, you'll be getting up a window like this. Yeah. It opens a window like this. Last time did not update it. Updated pictures did not come there. Afterwards, what you'll do, you'll be selecting all languages. Under all languages, you'll select C Sharp. Under all platforms, you'll select Windows. And in all project apps, you'll be selecting the console. And now you're getting at this window. Okay, guys. Then you'll be selecting app. Okay. You'll be selecting console application. You'll be selecting console application. Now you won't see this .NET Core, the old one. Select console application in the above window and click on next button, which opens a window. Okay, click on the next button, which opens a window. Yeah, this window by default it will show you console app one like this. It is going to show you no changes in this. So here write your project name. Okay, writing as Oops project. I'm creating a project called Oops project. Our folder C sharp 9. And here you'll be finding something called solution name Ignorate. I'll talk about it. And click on the next button. Yeah, this is the extra screen what you get now. Filling up all the details. Just a minute, guys. Things have been changed. That's way. Huh? Much way. Huh? Okay, guys. So just a second. This is the window that opens. Yes, guys. I'll update this anyhow. on the notes for you. Just a second. Ah, So first you'll open this window. Next you'll go for this one. When you click on the next one, it opens you this window asking you for entering the project name and all. Okay, enter the details here. Enter the details here. Yeah, I'll enter. Just a minute. First project. You try C#. Whatever it is, you just enter the appropriate things. One thing extra came now. I'll just talk about that just a second.
You are preparing a resume. In the resume, you have some contents description, left and right combinations will be there. Now, initially, you see here, so this is the terms and definitions. Let's open that terms and definitions there. That's the terms and definitions. Here, I will open this.